with 2024 coming to an end tomorrow or in um Wednesday, I want to share my experience of the people I met at conventions this year. I did a short of it, but I feel like doing a full length video sounds more fun. It started off in March 2024 when guys got in Richmond. I got to meet 6 celebrities, and all of them were a dream come true. And kicking things off, it was Troy Baker, to the voice of Batman and several Lego productions, as well as Joel and Last of Us, Geo-Force and Young Justice, Loki and several cartoons, and so many others. He's a great voice actor. I see a lot of his videos of Nolan North playing retro games, which they don't do that anymore. But I got to meet him, and he was a cool guy. Trying to make him do a Batman voice, and he kind of did. Oh, and also Samuel Drake from Uncharted 4. He's a great character, and I got to get a picture with him. I'll show you the photos at the end of this video. But that was Troy Baker. Then it was William Shatner, and it was a brief one. He just said hi and just signed the autograph, and that was it. That was very interesting to meet. That the first Star Trek actor I met was, of course, the GOAT of the franchise. Probably that was my most anticipated one, was Nolan North, who voiced Deadpool and Lego Marvel superheroes and other video games. Marvel Wars Capcom 3. Of course, Nathan Drake in Uncharted, Superman, and several anime productions, including Young Justice, where he also voiced Superboy. And it was fun to meet him. We talked. I talked to him about how his favorite performance was Deadpool, and said it was one of his favorites. And also, I asked him about how was the experience of doing the cameo on Uncharted, and he said it was awesome, and talked about how it was during filming during the pandemic, and said that Tom Holland was nice. And then we took photos, and the autograph that says Wolverine sucks. That's funny. Then I got to meet also, unfortunately, a brief one, but it was cool. Dolph Lundgren, who of course Alvin Drago, Punisher, He-Man, Andrew Scott, you name it. And they managed to shake his hand and say hello to him and said thank you. And it was fun to see. And it was cool. It was between Nolan North and her that was my most anticipated one. It was Katee Sackhoff, of course, Bo-Katan from Mandalorian, and from a show called Battlestar Galactica, which I really want to see, but right now I don't have time for it. Maybe next year in 2025, we'll see. But it was so wonderful experience. I got to have her in the photo op, and she was very wonderful. I managed to have her hold a Baby Yoda toy with me. And I said thank you, and she said you're welcome. That was very awesome and wonderful to know about, and that was very sweet. And the last one, probably one of my top 3 favorite celebrity meetings of all time. Next to right up there with Michael Rosenbaum from last year, Gina Carano from Mandalorian, and Deadpool and Fast and Furious 6. When she saw me dressed up as Apollo Creed, because how Scarlet was said to be in this convention, but unfortunately didn't live to go there, unfortunately. But I got to meet Gina Carano, and she was really nice. She asked me for a picture, and it was one of the most unforgettable and most heartfelt memories I ever had, and it was a perfect way to end the convention. And later in May, I got to go to Taiwan Comic Con, which was my first con in 2022. I met John Wesley Shipp and Brendan Ralph. But not today, but in May, I got to meet 4 actors. Yeah, 4 actors. The first one was Anson Mount from Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Inhumans, Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, Injustice, and Crossroads, you name it. And he was a cool guy. I got to record his Q&A panel and got to ask him a question about Batman and Justice. and it was a fun moment. It was so cool. I really enjoyed that a lot, and it was so cool to see him. Next one. This was an interesting one because before meeting Anson Mount, Johnny Young Bosch, who plays the second Black Ranger in Power Rangers, noticed my Black Ranger shirt and go like, "Hey, I like your shirt, man," and shook my hand before meeting Anson Mount, and it was awesome. So technically, it was my first meeting at Taiwan, but my second to get his autograph and picture, and it was so fun to see. I love Power Rangers, and cool to see my second Power Ranger actor to meet. No, technically third, but it was fun to meet him a lot, and he was at Galaxy Congressman in the same year. But since he was in Tidewater, I didn't need to. I was okay with waiting until May. And also, these two were the biggest lines I think in any con I've ever been in. Uh, Sean Astin, who of course, who to me will always be Raphael from Ninja Turtles, but of course he was in Stranger Things. That unfortunately, I think his name was Bobby or something like that. He was also in Goonies. He was Nick as aka Santa Claus in the Nonsense Christmas Sabrina Carpenter special, which was a fun cameo appearance. I loved seeing him, and I thought he was a cool guy. I asked him about what was his favorite episode, and it was the finale, which is a fine. I thought it was a good episode. I took the picture with him. Also, he's the narrator of Captain Underpants. Then I got to meet Ray Park, aka Snake Eyes, a Darth Maul. And I like how he used the autograph to match like the ninja symbols. I thought that was pretty cool. And he was a cool guy. I did talk about what was his favorite part about being Snake Eyes. It was like his training battle with Elodie Young, I think. But it was a fun moment, and I really enjoyed meeting him. And that was my ride for Tidewater. And the third and last one was Nightmare Weekend, where I met Kristy Swanson, who was Buffy in the 1992 Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, and she was really nice. She got to hug me, and that was very fun. Then it was Ross Marquand, who played Infinity Ultron and What If, as well as Charles Xavier in X-Men 97 and Red Skull in Infinity War and Endgame, which was cool. And he was a fun guy. I really thought he was a very fun person to meet. I really enjoyed him a lot. And I can't wait for X-Men 97 Season 2. Then I got to meet Nick Castle, who plays Michael Myers in Halloween, the original one. It was cool. Then I got to meet Ken Kersinger, Jason from Freddy vs. Jason. Talked to him about his cameo in Jason Takes Manhattan, how his experience of that made him interested about Freddy vs. Jason. And that was cool. CJ from Part 6. And it's right, I think Michael Rosenbaum, Gina Carano, and Derek Mears are my all-time favorite celebrity meetings of all time. Derek Mears was super energetic. He really loves doing these cons. I can tell meeting his fans, and I got to talk to him for a bit. Talk to him about the RoboCop thing because I saw a photo of him as RoboCop, but I didn't get it until he explained it to me. But he really was a very awesome guy. I really loved meeting him in this convention, and I hope you had a good time meeting him if you have met him. And overall, that is it. That is my talk about the cons I went to, and here are some of my favorite photos from 3 of the cons over here. Galaxy Con, Tidewater, and Nightmare Weekend. This was a fun experience. I can't wait for 2025, which will be awesome. And stay tuned for more videos. And stay tuned for tomorrow's Wonder December. Peace out. Bye.